think we got a lot of thought into this, but not as much input as we could have had. We moved some people's cheese and maybe we improved some, but I think we're probably gonna have to try this on and see how it works. But with the expectation that we'll adjust it. That's just something to keep in mind.
Am I allowed to talk?
Is there any other interest in delaying this decision and perhaps gathering more data?
When's your next meeting? And I just feel that we failed the community in getting their input. That's my concern about it. I mean, I bet you if you guys, most of these people want to say something tonight. I don't know if they do or not, but, I'd be in favor of delaying it, but to try to get more people to call us, because that's who we represent. We don't represent Dr. Carlin. We don't represent the teachers. We represent the students of this community and their parents. And I would love to have people call me and tell me my vote was wrong or my vote was right. And if we could delay doing anything until our next board meeting, that would be my suggestion. If you guys are all in support of what we've already voted on, we voted, so.
I'd be willing to delay this and receive more input. Is there anyone else?
Well, I'm open to it. I just don't understand, I guess, fully what the ramifications are for next year as far as the ability of transportation to do status quo. I'm a little concerned, as I said in my earlier comments, that we maybe jump too far too fast in response to whatever input we get. I don't think we're hearing from everybody, so I certainly agree with you on that. There's just, everything we reviewed there's the logistical considerations that we had at the staff level. What we didn't hear about was all the logistical, and I think Dr. Hannigan referred to it as the anecdotal information from the community. I had a number of people approach me as well. I don't know, I can see both sides of it. As I understand it, if we delay, then we're basically looking at next year instead of this year. Is that correct?
Not the 17-18 school year. There will be no change for the 17-18 school year.
But you're saying if we would delay past the 1 May meeting, which is our next meeting, because that was 5 May is when you said it.
But we're already doing
4
stuff.
May.
So I think if the board chooses to delay this, we will, I'm not comfortable, that's why we brought it to you a month ago, a month and a half ago, as a first topic. And we'll be back in the same situation we were a year ago, where we're here at in the bottom of the ninth. We'll create confusion, and the issue here all along has not been to do that. It's been to be transparent and to have these conversations. I appreciate the opinion that Dr. Hannigan's brought. I've had 2 parents communicate with me about this. This young lady's husband sent an email, I believe, I don't know your name, but I'm guessing.
Megan Finch is my name.
Yep. And Mr. Finch and I and Mr. Stillian had a phone conversation following that, and I thought Mr. Finch left that conversation with the idea that he was comfortable with it. Mr. Stillian even offered to try to make some accommodations to help their situation, and as he would for anybody. And Mr. Finch declined to do that. And I also talked with Dr. Hannigan.
feel like there's room for improvement on communication, for sure, but, I have come to trust that, advice. I'm comfortable with the decision that we made, because I do feel like there are a lot of pros. Could we have approached the community better? I think so. We've talked about communication, and this is just maybe has brought it to a head. And I also agree with Mark, that this is not set in stone. We can try this. It's not drastic. It's 20 minutes. It's an hour for elementary schools, but later, I don't feel like it's that drastic necessarily, but again, it's not set in stone. I don't think it's detrimental to students. I don't think it's so significant that it's detrimental. But again, I mean, if we try it and we see that it is more so than we possibly imagined, then we can change it. I'm comfortable with the decision that we made, but I'm one of 7, so.
Well, any other comments? Or do you have something?
I have something on a completely different topic, so unless we're still talking about that. As you all know, I recently had, I guess a few months ago, the honor of being elected to be the Region 10 Vice President for KASB. And we had our board meeting this past weekend. And the April board meeting is an opportunity for the president of the board to showcase their school district. And the current president is from the Olathe School District. And I wasn't able to go to the tour, unfortunately. But the next day when we were at our board meeting, we were given a couple of gifts that I wanted to at least show you all. One of them, which I'm pretty sure Garden City High School could top, but they made a die and created the KASB logo, cut it out. We were talking about using it as a Frisbee or something, but so that was really neat. And then another thing that their foundation does is they take student artwork and turn them into note cards. So that they are able to sell, and the student's name is on the back, and a description of what was of the artwork as well. So some really good things are going on there, and that I know we could talk. But I also learned some other things for us to maybe be a little bit more efficient as well in other areas, and I'm going to be meeting with Dr. Carlin Friday to discuss some of those ideas also. I don't think they're board ready today or anything, but some things that we need to probably, I would like to look into to see if we can improve some other areas.
Well, apparently absent.
I have one other thing. Bonnie from Dr. Roger Marshall's office contacted us today, and apparently he's going to be establishing a Garden City office. There will be an open house Wednesday, April 19th from 3 to 5, a ribbon cutting at 4. Everyone, board is invited. The address is 816 Campus Drive, Suite 500. It's the Kennedy and Co. building, and I think the entrance is in the back. So all board members are invited.
Another, I'm sure you all received your invitation for the Real Man Real Baby banquet next Thursday. Hope you can make it. I know we're all going to be out of town. But the guest speaker is Jesse Otero, a grade school classmate of mine. He's a motivational speaker. Plus, we're recognizing our 45 students in our program. So if you have some time on next Thursday, we'd love to have you.
Well, I would just like to thank all of the community members who came and expressed their opinions. I would really encourage you to continue to contact board members or the superintendent whenever you have issues that you would like to discuss on things that we are bringing up. Not every decision is popular among some of the members of the community, but I but please be involved and please contact us and come to us whenever you have any issues that you would like to get some responses on or some answers to. That's what we're here for, but we rarely have people who come and talk to us and make a comment or bring anything to us. So thank you very much.
On that note, I want to apologize. Someone called my house about an incident, or maybe it may have been about the time issue. But I have a new phone and answering system that I'm not qualified to operate. So to whoever called me, I apologize for not returning your call. I have no clue how to get the phone number back, so I apologize. I tried.
At this point, the next board meeting of the Board of Education will take place on Monday, May 1st, 2017 at 6 p.m. in this room. We would need a motion to go into executive session.
Madam President, I move that we go in executive session for the following purpose: consultation with board legal counsel on matters related to the attorney-client relationship, to discuss an open session, to waive that privilege. And that time would be for 60 minutes, beginning at 10 after 8.
Is there a second? By Mark?
Can I move amend to 8:15? So,
Oh, we started at 8:15.
Sorry,
Okay.
8:15.
Okay, 8:15, I'm sorry.